All right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We have a very fun day planned ahead of us. Very fun weekend. Tomorrow we're gonna be going to Caffeine and Carburetors. Today, we're gonna be hitting up some Ferrari dealers, some high-end dealers. Currently, we are at Ferrari of Central New Jersey. Definitely one of my favorite Ferrari dealers. I have a lot of favorites. Just looking around, see a Pro Sangway over there, another Pro Sangway. There's a blue Electrico Pista over there. There's a 296 race car next to a normal 296. So just looking around, this was like the first really cool thing we saw when we came in here, was this blue Electrico Pista. Look at the spec silver wheels. Thank God it doesn't have black wheels. You guys know how I feel about that. Gorgeous spec on the Pista. Yellow calipers, insane. And then going from over there, we go here, and there's a normal 296 to a 296. I don't know if this is like the GT or the, I don't know if this is, I think this is the GT3. Because they have another one. They have two different race cars. I think this is the GT3, if not mistaken. I don't know, but just look at how much more aggressive the race car is compared to the road car. So you got this there. Insane. Now I think the coolest thing that's here today by far is a factory 599 manual. Most of the 599s, or I think all of the 599s I've personally seen, have been manual swapped. And that's just people do, because I think, how much is that 599 going for inside? Something like almost $1 million. It's like 800K, I think is what they have it listed for or something. But just to keep in mind, a normal 599 goes for around like 150. If it has a lot of miles, maybe it's like closer to 100, but just that much of a premium for a manual. I guess that's why so many people swap them. But right next to that 599 race car, look at this Pro Sangway. The reason why I'm looking at this is just the paint. Look at how sparkly that is. Now, I don't know if you guys watched my Hamilton collection video, but all of the Hamilton collection cars were sparkly, and that was because they had sparkly PPF, which I found interesting. You know, I think that probably is the sparkly PPF, because this car is PPF'd. I do not think there is a Ferrari paint out there that has this much metallic effect. And I've seen a lot of Ferraris. I've had to have seen like over 1,000 by now, maybe more than that. Never seen a paint like this. So we know the general manager here, so maybe I'll just ask him just to get an answer on it, because I don't think that's factory paint. Pretty much wraps up outside. We'll go inside and look at that factory 599 manual. Here it is. It's very, very quiet in here, so I gotta kind of whisper a little bit, but the manual, factory manual 599. Now, last video, I saw a swapped 599. And I mean, honestly, with these cars, to me, it's like, you see like the difference between seeing a replica kit car or a replica Cobra compared to a kit car Cobra. It's like when you see one, it's not really that special, but it is cool. But it is cool that this is a factory manual car. I do gotta see how much they are asking for this, because I think it is like 800K or something insane. Going around, we have a SF90XX, kind of similar to the one that we saw at Wide World, where this one's like a lighter blue. The other one was more of like a darker, more in-your-face blue with the orange accents. That's very cool. Nothing really too insane over there other than that car. And making our way over here, we have the two Pistas, and then a SF90, or sorry, a 296 race car. But something I found interesting with this car was that it's white with white stripes. Just look how, I wish more people did cool stuff like this, because I definitely like that a lot. And we move over to this one, and it's like kind of like a Spider-Man spec. It's like a bright red with blue stripes. Also, something I did want to mention, this is a challenge, because I didn't know if it was the GT3 or not. So this one's a challenge, that one's a challenge. So you have two of them right here, which is pretty cool. So that pretty much covers the showroom. We're gonna go walk around some more. All right, so now we've made our way upstairs to this is like the Ferrari Maserati service storage. One of the salespeople let us up here that we normally end up checking up here, but we have an F40, there's an ST back there, there's an AMG AMG GT Black Series. Pretty sure this is factory matte paint. Let's look at that. Yeah, look at the spec on that. Then we got a 812 comp. We got some special tailor-made Ferraris over there. There's a Scud. There's a Pista. There's a Speciale. We'll take a glance over these. I don't know if this is a real F1 car or not, but it's cool to see. I mean, it could be real, and the engine's just not in it. So I don't know, but I guess as far as starting, we'll start over here. We have a 911 ST with number 69. I wonder if someone put 67 on their ST. Who knows? But it's the launch spec. The only notable thing is 69. And then we have the American spec F40. I'm familiar with the guy that owns that in this car. He has a very cool Ferrari collection. But yeah, it's a American spec F40. Have the Pro Sangway. We already showed this AMG GT Black Series. We'll go take a look at the comp over here in, I think that's Rosso Magma. Yeah, Rosso Magma. A lot of the red SP3s that I've seen have been Rosso Magma. In fact, I think all of them have been Rosso Magma. I have not seen a Rosso Corsa SP3. So I think this is the owner of the dealership's car. Same thing with those. They're in the dealer group colors, red, white, and blue. You can even see red, white, and blue, the part of the flag on the seats over there. Very, very cool. Now, one thing I didn't understand, I wonder why he didn't get this comp to match that, because he also has a 296 and specs like that. But I mean, either way, it's cool. I don't have a 812 comp. It's still cool. See this stuff over here. There's a Pista in Rosso Corsa. There's a Scud with a massive handprint on the side with 16M wheels, which, yeah, it's cool. Black with silver stripes. And then a SF90XX. I think I like the one downstairs better than the spec, but it's cool to see. I think most of the ones that Sam and I have seen have been black and red or white. So yeah, so that pretty much covers up here. There's some cars I wanted to cover outside that I'm going to go look at. And yeah, like I said, that covers up here. We're going to go outside. So it's pretty much always a fun time here. There's always something upstairs. I think the Black Series was new for me. A lot of those other cars, since I've been here a lot, were not new. But over here, I don't think I covered this, I forget the challenge car, the 488 challenge car. And then we have this 296 was in front of that Pro Sangway, which was cool because you had two car lineup. There's a Revuelto GT4 RS. I don't know what kind of blue is on this Pro Sangway, but it definitely looks really nice. So that pretty much covers all of Ferrari Central New Jersey. I think our next stop is Lambeau Paramus or something like that. I don't know, but at the beginning of the video, I called the 296 a 599 challenge. I was thinking of the 599 when we went inside, but anyway, on to the next place. Now we're at Ray Catena, Porsche, and Edison, which is like down the street from Ferrari. A lot of this stuff we've seen, I'll just go over it really quick, especially the car that's in front of me. Just been on the channel a bunch. Yes, it is a 918. Yes, it's cool, but I've seen this a bunch of times. So there you go. On to some other stuff. There's a Heritage Edition 911 in this weird green color, a .2 GT3, a .1 GT3 Touring, 992. That's a Carrera RS Edition. There's a 911 ST. There's a Sport Classic over there, which you guys have seen, and a Speedster Heritage Edition, and then another Heritage Edition. We'll just take a quick glance over it. There's a Manti GT3 RS downstairs, but it's in service. I did get a photo of it, so I'll put that on screen just as like a proof shot, but I don't really see anything else up here. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff up here, but it's stuff I've already seen. So we're just gonna make our way over here real quick. Not seeing anything. I don't think I've seen the GT3 in that weird yellow color. So that's everything here. We're gonna go on to Porsche. Or sorry, not Porsche, we're gonna go to Mercedes next. So we're at Mercedes. In front of me we have the new E53 wagon. Over there there's an AMG GT Pro. There's a SL Maybach over there. So this Mercedes dealer just gets a lot of the new stuff. It's insane. I didn't even know they were coming out with like a AMG version of this, and it's the edition 1 too, which is cool. So we'll go over here and take a look at this AMG GT Pro 63 Pro, whatever they're calling it. Wow, that's cool. These don't really do it for me that much. I like the previous gen AMG GT, but they're still cool. Probably be a good bargain when you can buy them for 60 grand in like a couple years, like the other AMG GT has. So we'll go over there next and go look at those stuff. It's a 1 of 13. I may or may not have seen one. I don't remember. I definitely know I saw like the actual race car one at Watkins Glen. But something that Sam noticed is look at the seat. It's got the plaid, which is cool, and then you have the ugly SL thing over here with the I think that's a $30,000 option to have the Maybach stars there, whereas on top, or sorry, the Maybach logo, whereas on the top this is standard, and it's also matte white. But looking around, I don't really see anything else other than that very ugly Maybach down there, which I will not take a look at. So I think we pretty much looked at everything here, and we got to go on to the next place. So now we are at Lambo Paramus, and we got a little 50th action over there. The best Aventador, in my opinion. I don't really have anything interesting outside. There are 2 Storados inside, which we'll take a look at, and then be on our way to Wide World Ferrari next, I think. Still got a lot of stuff planned, a lot of stuff to cover today. When we first came in, or like when I first pulled in, I thought that was Stradman's Storado, because he bought his Storado from Lambo Paramus. Don't ask me why, because I have absolutely no idea. But this is a different one. Then we have this one, and then that Storado over there, a green Revolto. But nothing else. This is cool. I do like this color. So we do, like I said, we had a lot of stuff to cover, so that's it for Lambo Paramus. All right, we are at a Wide World Ferrari once again. It feels like we're here every weekend at this point. I got no complaints. It's definitely a very cool Ferrari dealer. Behind me there's a Pista, and over here there's another Pista, and there's a Speciale, and there's another Pista over there somewhere. This place is loaded as usual. So red Pista right there, and there's a blue Speciale over there, which we'll be making our way over to. There's the black Pista, but something I did not expect to see over here today was a GT2, 911 GT2. Very, very gorgeous car, and it's right here. Oh wait, there's the Speciale first, blue Speciale. But look at this car, man. Gorgeous. Man, it's got a bunch of bird crap over it. Oh, also wing out. Got the wing out. Dude, this is goals right here. But it just keeps getting further and further out of reach, because I think these are like nearly $1 million cars now, something like that. What the? Damn. Bro's acting like he has someplace to be or something. Anyway, GT2, wing out, have a Speciale, and then walking over here, there's a familiar car we've seen, the SP America, the 1 of 1 SP America, owned by Danny Wegman, who owns Wegmans, like the grocery store chain. But it's just Crazy seeing this thing outside. This is like a Sultan of Brunei level Ferrari. It's a one-off. I don't really know what else to say, because last video security was running around where it was right there. So I come to this place a lot, so obviously you have to respect their wishes, but just insane. One of my friends was here recently and he walked right past. Jesus Christ. There's another one? Yeah, something must have happened. So SP America 101. Yeah, no, I definitely love it. Definitely love seeing this car. And then we're just gonna make our way over there, inside, upstairs, all around, looking at stuff. So as we're making our way over here, there's a CS. It's not a CS? What is this? Oh. No, I was wrong. They just put CS stuff on it. Unless, yeah, I don't know. So not a CS. Pista. Speciale. Nothing too insane down there. Or around here. I mean, the color on that's pretty cool. There's a 812 Comp A. There's another Pista. I think we've seen that one. We've seen this blue one. And then over here, there's a Scud in yellow. Nice. All right, so we did go upstairs. There wasn't really anything new. All the really cool stuff I was not allowed to take photos of, but I can describe the cars to you. So there was a yellow GTO, blue stripe down the middle, blue accents on the mirrors. So that was up there. Couldn't take a photo of that. Bumper was off. Even if the bumper was on, I don't know if I could take a photo of it. So there was that car. There was a SF90XX in a Rosso Dino color that was under a cover. Again, couldn't take a photo of it. But there was also an F40. There were a bunch of Speciales. And there was another really insane car up there. Wouldn't really call it too insane. Like if I saw this car in Rosso Corsa, I wouldn't really care. But the history behind this certain car and why it was spec'd that way is really cool. I'll probably talk about it in the future once I'm allowed to, but that mystery car was insane. So next stop is a Ford dealer that has a, what is it called? Race Red, something like that. It's like a Rosso Corsa Ford GT down the road from here. Then from there, we're gonna go to Greenwich, and then hopefully we can hit up Rapasi Motorworks as well. So we gotta get going, enough of me yapping. So we're on our way to the Ford dealer, and there's a massive commotion over here. What is going on? Look at this. What protest is going on? This is not normal. What are we talking about? What is not normal? Is it normal to stand in the street like that? I don't know. Oh, No Kings. It's another No Kings protest. I don't know what that is, but I've heard that thrown around. I don't really care, but there's like a lot of people. It's like a old white person takeover over there. Like this is like, I don't know how, like, so some of my other videos, every time I went to this Ineos dealer, across the street there was a Tesla dealer, and every single weekend there'd be like a bunch of like really old people protesting it. So I don't know. I mean, if some of you guys know what the No King stuff is, then fine. I don't really care. All I see is like a bunch of people just on the side of the road. Hopefully when we pass we can get like a better view of it, but that's what their signs say. So we'll see what's going on. So they're all over here. Right there, right there, right over there. This car's right there. Wow, a lot of people honking. That guy's got his fist out. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that guy's got like a little loot llama over there or something. I don't know. I'm done with covering this. You guys saw it. Weird. We're at, I think it's like Schultz Ford. Another dealer that's really quiet. So a red Ford GT, and like, I mean, obviously it's a Ford dealer, but no ropes, no people to worry about. So it's just nice to be able to get to look around it a little bit. This is This is the exact same spec as one that Sam and I saw in Virginia. So I don't know. This could be the same car because that car was for sale. I don't know. I mean, obviously the easiest way to tell would be to look at the VIN, but we don't have that. So that's unfortunate, but there you have it, the Ford GT, the red one. So I just phone cut out in the middle of talking, and it was just really quiet in there anyway. So I don't know where we're off to next because we did want to go to Rapassi's, but at this rate, might not. I gotta shoot him a text and see how late he's gonna be in. So I don't know. Might be able to shoot over there, might not. Who knows? There's a Mercedes dealer across the street, and there's a Porsche dealer in White Plains that I've never been to. So the next clip could be of me at Rapassi's, or it could be of me there. So I gotta give him a call and see what we should do. We weren't able to make it to Jimmy's, to Mr. Rapassi's, but we are at Miller, and we are gonna do some spotting. We're gonna be in we're gonna be in Greenwich for like the next 4 hours because we gotta kill some time before we can go to our friend Marshall's house. Because we're staying the night with him for caffeine and carburetors. So if we look down here, we have a silver TDF right there. I know that's kind of like a crappy angle, but silver TDF. I don't really see anything else. I mean, yeah, obviously that's cool, but I'm looking for stuff that I really find interesting. I know there's a black loft downstairs. Last time I was here, I was taking a peek. No, nothing too cool. Sam's looking at this old Mustang over there. I think there's a gull wing we'll take a look at in the old Alpha building. And there's some other things, but we're gonna do some good old Greenwich spotting, other than the dealer spots, because people say that doesn't count. But I don't know what was going to be at the dealer. So what the heck? Oh, there's a Pearl Songway behind me. Oh, interesting. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but we did say we were going to go under Alfa Romeo. We did. In the parking lot, there was a new Veyron, but it was off limits for pictures. Other than that, there's nothing new. We're at Porsche again. Nothing really. So we're just going to go around on the Ave, and hopefully we see something. Cause like I said, we got to kill 4 hours somehow. So, yeah, let's go figure something out. So I'm at this like lighting place because there was this black wing right here that caught my eye, and I tried to walk over to it, but they said it was private property. Whatever. So there you guys see. Look at this thing. That is just insane. I don't know what transpired here, but that thing is just like, that thing is macked, insanely macked. I don't know, but anyway, we're gonna go up to Greenwich Ave and just gonna run around like we normally do. So my mic isn't working. I know that's kind of like a common trend. So, but anyway, I'm still gonna start filming stuff. We're on the Ave and we see this, and there's a F12 down there somewhere. So I don't know, we're just gonna keep walking, but it's nice to see a SLS on that. I don't know if I've seen this one. Black with red interior. So I don't know, just gonna keep walking around and see what we see. Yeah, Boomer Sam over there. All right, so that just about wraps up this, well, today's trip at least. Tomorrow's caffeine and carburetors. Didn't really see anything else on the Ave other than that SLS. I mean, there was an F12 in blue over tan. I wasn't really too interested in it. That was pretty much it. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing, leave a like, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss another video again. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.